Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with an Adornit card share featuring these fabulous new stamps by Dianna Marcum, available at Adornit. So let's take a look at what I made. Crafters, these are the stamps I used. The only one I didn't use was this one, but I wanted to show you I did use the recipe stamp of the month, Gingerbread Coffee Creamer. I will link my video here where I went into more detail with measurements and everything for this. These are high quality photopolymer stamps, so I did this one. This is the add-on for this one, but this is also the mini to this one, and I did use a bigger one, gingerbread mug 6x8 stamp. All of these stamps are now available in store, including the recipe of the month club. So you get the gingerbread individually, then gingerbread here in a bowl, so fun, Mr. and Mrs., and then here in the cup. Lots of fun and play with this collection of stamp goodies from Dianna Marcum. Then there's also the jack-o'-lantern set. So I made a Halloween card in a Pastel Halloween. And then this one is the fall pumpkin. Perfect for right now. So fun. So let's look at my example. First up, crafters, I'm going to start with Halloween. Look at my Pastel Halloween card. This is actually a page to put in a mini album, but it is so much fun. So just from my little coloring of this sweet pumpkin girl, you get the jack-o'-lantern boy cup, jack-o'-lantern girl cup. I use Copic markers in this pink colorway, and that dictated everything else. And then instead of putting black here, I use gray markers and colored this all up. And then I fussy cut around it, and I did stamp the little sprinkles here right on the top, and it lines up very well when you stamp this. Pretty seamless. Nothing is blending in, right? This is a 6x8 inch page, and I wanted to highlight my little pumpkin, so I created this scene. The pattern paper I'm using is Photo Plays Little Boothang. There's a 6x6 and 12x12. I'm using this sheet and this sheet right here. This one is that, and then this pink cobweb page. It's so super pretty. And then I had this space to play. This is when I miss mini album making, because then I'd get to do collages like this. So for this layer with the stars, I use this die set. This is new from Paper Tray Ink. It's called Border Bling Skinny Rick Rack. It's been selling out everywhere. I'll detail and link everything below if it's available to link, and then you can also check that out. But this is one that you may have to ask to be notified to get it, okay? I got it from scrapbook.com. Super fun set. The largest die in here is 5 by 3.5. And then I have my little kitty. So for my little kitty, this is a new set from Honeybee Stamps. Look at the cat, and it's one of their lovely layers. Lovely layers scaredy cat. You get this whole detail. You can use the pumpkin, the cat, and there's also a bat. All I did was a cat with a pink witch hat. It's just right here. So cute. And then the little scarf. This is also from the pattern paper. Black cardstock. The little kitty is adorable. I love this set. All right, the cat is 3 3/4 of an inch tall, and coming out with the hat, 2 1/4, without the hat about 2 inches because of the tail. This is adorable. And you layer it up. I was layering this up and just smiling. And then when I put the pink on, I was done. I was like, oh yes, yes, love it. I didn't use this pumpkin though. I used a different one. The pumpkin I'm using is from Simon Says Stamp, and it's called Jolly Pumpkins. This is a fabulous little set. Very easy to work with. I love a good pumpkin die. How many of them I have, I don't know. Maybe 1,000. In the background here in gray cardstock is this piece, which covers this and the face. I love this. So you don't have to piece it back in. And then here's the second piece with the layer. So you could just run these, a bunch of them, and then just layer them up in different colors. So fun. So I picked a nice bright orange and gray. And then Happy Halloween is from Memory Box. So this is a nice sentiment die set. So super pretty. 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. It is called Happy Halloween Posh Script. Ooh, it's posh for my Pastel Halloween card. So super pretty, right? So that's my first example, all because of my little cup. Alrighty, next. Up next, crafters, I made an A2 card. This one is a fall card. This one features the fall pumpkin mug. And I'm using the masculine one here. Here I colored again with Copic markers. I have my cup and my sentiment. You're the pumpkin to my spice. It's right in here. 3 styles of sentiments. Each of these 6x8-inch stamp mug sets have sentiments, so you can mix, match, and play with them too. And then you also get the scarecrow here. This is fun. So fun. And so I colored this up. It's like a yellow orange colorway and then some green. And then I layered it up with a die that I have packed away. So I can't show you the die, but it's the Perfect Touch labels and tag dies from Spellbinders, okay? I love using it. It has this great detail. Largest die is in A2, and then I went one over for this layer, and then I cut another layer right here in between. This layer is popped up off of that base, okay? And this is craft cardstock. So love. So that's Perfect Touch. It gives a nice quilted detail, especially when you have some white space. This is just a nice detail on it. Instead of always being stitched, I'm loving this, something new. And it works well with other foundation dies. So I could have done Perfect Touch here and then just a regular stitch die here, and it would look flawless. So that's that example. Love! Up next is my gingerbread page. I love this layout. The colors are just like, yay. When things flow like this, I am like, oh, yes, yes, yes. So the pattern paper you're seeing, which helped me achieve this, is from Baking Spirits Bright. This is Echo Park. This is a 12x12 paper pack. So love it. Does come 6x6 as well. I'm using this loopy loop and then this one here. So it's these two. So fun. And then look at my little mugs. Again, Copic marker. This color is inspired by this. This is in the E30 markers, okay? And then some red and some green. And this is so pretty in the background. I love the gingerbread here and the gingerbread here. So I did both mugs, the Mr. and Mrs. gingerbread mug. And then instead of doing the sentiments here, I did the sentiment from the paper pack, fresh hot cocoa for 10 cents in one of these right here. I can see it right there. This will have cut aparts, and it's one of the cut aparts, all right? To make it look special, instead of just having it as a rectangle, I came back in with that border bling. This border bling is giving the frosting detail. That's why when I saw this die, I was like, oh yes, you're coming home with me. This is a 3-piece die set though, okay? So it's not a lot of dies, but it's really nice. This middle one covered this little 3x4-inch card, okay? Then for the layers, because when I had the pattern paper and then this, I wanted to separate it. What I'm using is, this is Impression Obsession's Trims die. Now, Impression Obsession is going out of business. They're at 50% or maybe even 60 now. If I can find it, I'll put a link below. If not, you'd have to get this third party, okay? But it's a great set. This one is what I'm using for right here. So it goes very well with all this gingerbread fun. It is 6 inches tall, okay? But it's so super pretty on this. I love the layout and the colors and everything. This page makes me super happy too, like the Halloween one. My last card features the recipe of the month. Oh, I didn't put the name. My last card features recipe of the month, which is gingerbread coffee creamer. So cute. Here I colored it up with some Copic markers, and then I brought in this die set. This is Waffle Flowers A6 Lacy Layers. So the largest die in here will be 4.5 by 6.25 inch. That's in this green cardstock. Then this layer is here, and I just cut it out with white, okay? And then I just use my trimmer to cut this craft layer. I could use this on a mini album page or just turn it into a card. This is popped up off of this, but I didn't add anything else. I think that's so super cute. And if you wanted to go a smaller version of this one, you could also use the add-on recipe stamp, because these are the same as this. If you wanted to do a smaller cluster, this could have still been on an A2, but it would have been like a horizontal the way I stacked it, but you can work with it. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below, especially these stamps, which are now in stock, the recipe stamp, and everything I can find. This might be the only one that is retired, but it's a great one, or any trim die. But if you love your gingerbread and all of this squiggle goodness, that's fun. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!